Imagine you're sitting on a stake. Have you heard of these gruesome punishment methods that some kings used back in those days? Called impalement. So, this impalement is a method that they use this stake and they let the prisoner sit on it. So, slowly by slowly, it is piercing you. It is not good to torture people like that. I agree with you. I'll ask you a small question then. Why are you torturing yourself? Why are you sitting on the stake? But the thing is, you sit on the stake willingly, voluntarily. I'm asking you, why? Why are you sitting on this stake voluntarily? Little by little, it damages your internal organs. It's really, really painful. Imagine this situation. So imagine, now you want this necklace. Okay, you see this beautiful necklace and you really want it. You feel like, oh, I wish I had that one. So what do? You try to buy it, right? You try to own it. Because you feel a small agony, a small nag inside your heart that I wish I had that. You can put it to your necklace, your son, your marriage, your partner, or your job, anything, a promotion, anything that you really like. Maybe it's a food that you really want, a dish, something sweet. If you really like sweets, then you can put it to that. Whatever that is in your life that you really want. So I take it as a necklace. So now you have this real nag within you that you want to remove it. That is the stake, ladies and gentlemen. The very moment that you feel that you want that necklace, you sat on this stake. Now it slowly and slowly pierces you. It's really painful. You know this pain that I'm talking about. It's this urge that you feel. The feeling of wanting. The feeling that you want to have a child. Maybe the feeling that you're alone, you want to have a partner. Maybe a promotion. Someone tells you, okay, there is this promotion that is in line that you should apply for it. And you apply for it and you wait for it. At that very moment, aren't you sitting on this stake? Okay, and then you are working towards it. You do some part-time jobs to earn some money, a little bit more and a little bit more, to buy this necklace. So you go and ask for a loan maybe from your friend, or maybe you try to sell something to get that money. So now you collect money. You work day and night. You always try so hard to acquire that. At that very moment, aren't you in a stake? You are. And then after a while, now you got enough money. Now you go to the shop and you visit this necklace and you feel it's going to be mine. It's going to be mine. And you feel really happy about it. The very moment that you buy that necklace, you feel that all my troubles will go away now. I feel really happy. I can wear this and be happy. At that very moment, that is how you think. The person that is sitting on this stake feels that, if I remove this stake, I'll be happy. I'll feel relieved. So then now you pay for it and you buy it. The very moment that you feel that pleasure, that happiness, that is when you remove the stake, but not for long. Not for long. You will have to again sit on the stake the very moment that you become the owner of this. The very moment that you take it to your hand and put it on. That very moment you again sit on the stake. not a moment of relief. Now you sit on the stake. Why? Because now you have fear of losing it. Now you have to protect it. What will happen if someone else stole it? If you become absent-minded and kept it in your drawer and you can't find it anymore. So now you buy a safe, a brand new one, to keep your necklace inside. Why? Because you are sitting on this stake and you want it to be removed. So the stake is the fear this time. And the very moment that you bought this necklace, you thought that your life is full, you're fulfilled, you felt happy. Is that the real happiness, ladies and gentlemen? Because the next moment you have to sit on this stake again. Tell me, how can you remove this stake? If buying didn't remove that stake, if becoming the owner of the necklace didn't remove that stake, then how can you remove that stake? Can you give me an answer? How? In which way? Can you? Think about your child. You wanted a child, so you sat on that stake the very moment that you wanted it. Now it's painful, now it's torture that I can't have babies maybe. So now you're expecting. Expectations in your mind build up over time. And you do everything to become a mother. You go to the doctor, you go to these child clinics, and everything that you have to do to become a mother. Because you feel expectation, you feel that wanting, that urge within you. And you feel that that's okay because you don't know that it can be removed. You feel that the stake can be removed the very moment that you get the baby. But the very moment that you take him into your hand, you feel really, really happy. But is it really a happiness? Because the next moment you are sitting on a stake again, on the same stake again. Why? Because now you have an ownership of a life. Now you have to protect it. Now you have to take care of it for the rest of your life. Now you have to send them to school. Now you have to protect them from illnesses. Now you have to bring them medicine and everything that you have to do to protect that child that you brought into this world. Now you're again sitting on this stake. You have to do part-time jobs. You have to earn money. Maybe you have to stay at home to take care of the baby. The life that you know, you have to throw it away in order to protect the child. You have to maintain. You have to maintain doing it. You have to keep doing it. Now you are sitting on this stake. So when can you remove the stake? How can you remove the stake? Earlier, ladies and gentlemen, we all thought that owning something will remove the stake. When you want something, when you want to have it, we thought that if I own it, the stake will be removed. But it didn't. Did it? Did it remove? Did ownership bring you anything other than the fear of losing and the sorrow when you lost it? What did the ownership bring you actually? I think it's time that we say bye-bye to ownership and subscribe to usership. What do I mean by that? Say bye to ownership and subscribe to usership. Use things, but don't own it. What is the difference between renting a car and owning a car? When you own a car, you own it. With that ownership comes a huge package of fear and sorrow. A stake with this big beautiful blue car that you just bought came the spear, came the stake. Now you have to sit on it. You have already sat on that stake and With that blue car, it came with ownership, with wanting the car. You sat on that stake. But buying that car didn't remove the stake, ladies and gentlemen. It continued. You are still sitting on that stake because you have to protect it now. You have to keep it safe. You have to keep it beautiful. You won't give your car keys to anybody in this world, right? Sometimes not even to your wife. Why? Because what if they scratch it? What if they destroy it? I just want it to be just like that, the way that I like it. So you have to maintain it. It takes money, it takes time, it takes effort. Why? Because you're trying so many things to get rid of this spear, to remove the spear, to remove the stake, but you can't because you are doing it wrong. My teachers taught me the real way to get rid of the stake, and that is removing the wanting. You don't need to own a car to use a car, right? You just use it if you want to ride. If you want to go somewhere, use your car. Do you need to own it? No. Ownership. Or maybe wanting. Wanting brings you this spear. If you really want to remove the spear, this is the way. Understanding is the way. There's no other way. Owning stuff. Wrong answer. Maintaining stuff. Wrong answer. Understanding this truth and understanding that the wanting brought you all those agonies. When you want something, you're already sitting on this spear. Understanding that, that is the right answer. I invite you to say bye to the ownership and subscribe to usership. To do that, you have to understand this truth. Understand this great truth and be free. Free from that spear that you are sitting on.